Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, welcome you all in Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Today is our 25th, 35th video lecture for grade 7 students, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Rosie Imran, your mathematics teacher. Today we will start our last chapter of final term, that is chapter number 13. Chapter number 13, exercise 13.1, question number 1, 2 included, and 13.2, question number 1, 2 included, and review exercise 2, 3. This chapter is about information handling, and you already done such type of questions in class 6th, so I hope you will easily understand it. Question number 1 is the telephone bills paid by 12 consumers are given below. The total data is of 12 consumers and they pay how much bills. Make a frequency table of 5 classes, means that from the lower limit to the upper limit the class size should be 5 classes. Okay, so you have given the bill is 510, 700, 356, 603, 422, 674, 481, 545, 718, 592, 685, and 569. So students, if you can check, the smallest value is 356. So you will start the class interval. You know the frequency distribution table having 3 columns. One is the class interval frequency table you are going to find. The second will be the tally mark and the third one will be the frequency. So class interval, you will start from the smallest value 356. They are saying that 5 classes, make a frequency table of 5 classes. So you will take how much gap, 356 to 428, the first interval. So 5 classes we are going to make. For 5 classes, you can check the smallest value is 356 and the highest value is 718. The highest value is 718. So for 5 classes, you can check from 356. If we take the difference of 72 size, so automatically you will get the 5 classes. From 356 to 428, the class size is 72, means 428 minus 356 you get 72. Similarly, the next class will be started for it's this is the lower limit and upper limit is 428. So here lower limit will be the next value of this 429, 429, and if you add 72 in that, that will be 501. Similarly, 501, so the next class will be 502 to 574. If you add in 502, 72, you will get 574. So next class will be started from 575 to add 72, so you get 647, and in 647 next class this should be 648, not 647. It should be 648. By mistake it's written 647, it should be 648. So it should be 648 to 648, and again you add 72, so it will be 720. Why we add on 720? Because the last value is 718. So in this interval it will line. If you can check 5 classes, we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now for frequency. Frequency is what that in between you will check that from 356 to 428 how many values lying in between this interval. So you can check that 356 lying in this interval, and also 422 lying in this interval, because 422 is less than. So what will you check? You will check in the given data from 356 to 428 how many values are present. So the first value you can check, that is 356. Second value is 422, which is less than 428, and no other value, so its frequency is 2. For telemark, you draw two lines here. Clear? Next interval is 429 and 501, means that in the given data you will check how many numbers lying between from 429 to 501. Look, the number 429, 481, look, it lie in this interval 481 because it is greater than 429 but less than 501. So in this interval 481 is lying, no other number, so its frequency is 1. And for telemark you draw one line for that. Clear? Next interval is from 502 to 574, means in this interval in the given data how many numbers lie. Look, 510, one number which is greater than 502 and less than 574. 510, one number. Next is 545, the second number, it is less than 574. Next is 569, which is less than 574. So means that 3 is the frequency. 3 numbers are lying in between this interval. So frequency is 3. For telemark, you draw 3 lines. Clear? Next interval is 575 to 647, means that in this given data you check that how many numbers are greater than 575 or 575 also included and up to 647. So 575 and 647, 603 lying in this interval. Next is 603, 592, because it is lying more than it is in between 575 and 647. So two numbers, so frequency is 2 and you draw two lines. The next you check that how many numbers lying between 648 and 720. So 648, 720, 700, one number. 674, second number. 718, third number. 685, fourth number. So frequency is 4, and telemark, for telemark you draw 4 lines. Students, if it is more than 4, so the fifth line will be the vertical line on this. Okay, if it will be more than 4 line you will draw straight and the fifth one will cross these lines. Okay, so I hope you will understand it. Now come to question number 2. Question number 2 is, in board examination 20 students of the Dawn Public School got the following marks out of 850 marks. Construct frequency table by taking 100 is a class interval. Means that now they are tell us, in previous they didn't tell us that how much interval you will take. We take 72 interval and they say that 5 classes should be 5, so we make 5 classes. But here they gave us that the lower limit and upper limit having how many numbers? 100. Okay, and the given data is this. These are the marks of this 20 students. Okay, so class interval, telemark, and frequency. So the smallest number you will check in this, if you check 551 is the smallest number. So 551 to 650, if you subtract 650 from 551, you will get 100. 650 minus 551, so that is 99, but the 50 is also included, so 51 is also included. So you count it from 51 to 650, you will get this. Okay, so because the size is given that how much you will take the 100 size. From 551 you count it from 51 to 600, that will be 50, and from 601 to 650, that will be 50. So means that the 100 interval distance you will take, it's already given in the question. So the next will be start, because the end is the highest marks is how much? That is 788. Yeah, but you will take the 100 interval. So 651 will be the next interval start, and 750, and 751 will be the next interval start, and 850. Because why you add on 850? Because there is no number student marks which is more than 850, so you will stop. From 551 to 650, you will check that how many students numbers is in between this. 551 1, 550, 582, 599 3, 625 4, 646 5, 6 students are lying in this. 551 1, mm, 582, 599 3, 6094, 625 5, 646 6. So frequency is 6, and telemark you draw 1 2 3 4 line like this, and the fifth one line cross these 4 line. This is the fifth one line, and the sixth one line you draw separate. Okay, next you will check in the given data that how many student marks lie between 651 to 750. 651 to 750. So 678 1, 725 2, 723, 694, 755, 651 6, 719 7, 7 640, 667 8, 675 9. So 9 students lie, 9 student marks lie between this interval. So how much, how can you draw the tally mark? 1 2 3 4 lines, and the fifth one line cross them, and then 6 7 8 and 9. So this is tally mark. Next you will check in the given data that how many student marks lie between 751 and 850. So 751 and 850, 751, 786 1, 788 2, 763, 775 4, 4, 753 5. So 5 students marks lie between this interval. So 1 2 3 4 line, and the fifth one line cross it. So this is the frequency table. We draw the frequency table. So from the given data, so I hope you will understand these question. These two question is included in 13.1. So you try to do it. In this, the one trick is that for 551 to 650, in between this number, you use the color pencil. You mark it with a color pencil that this number, and this number. And then for the next interval, use the other color, and for next interval, you use the other color. So automatically you can easily differentiate that how many students are lying in this interval, how many in this. So frequency is the in this interval how many students marks lie, that will be the frequency. Next exercise is exercise 13.2. So exercise 13.2 is pie graph. You already done the pie graph in class 6th. Again it is same just like you done it in class 6. 13.2, Hina went for shopping and spent 30% of her pocket money for food, 35 on buying books, 20% on school dress, and save 15%. Represent the data on pie graph, means that the total amount she having, that is how much, that is 100. Total amount is how much? 100. If you check 30 plus 35, it is 65. 65 plus 20, so that is 85. 85 plus 15, so that is 100. So total amount she having, that is 100. So required angle for food, you will draw the angle on a pie graph. So required angle for food, so 30 divided by, because this is 30%, percent means 30 out of 100, multiply 360. Why? Because the pie graph, the complete circle is of how much degree? 360 degree. So 30 divided by 100, multiply 360, so you get 108. So 108 degree, you will draw it in pie graph on you with the help of your protractor. Then you have given required angle for buying books. For buying books, 35%. So 30 out of 100, multiply 360, because 360 is the complete circle is of 360 degree. So 35 multiply 360 divided by 100, you get 126 degree. Now required angle for school dress, that is 20 over 100, multiply 360, so you get 72 degree. Required angle for saving, 15 over 100, multiply 360, that is 54 degree. So you get 108. If you add 108 with 126 with 72 and 54, you will get total 360. So how can you draw it? Like this, the first one is that the food she will get, that is 108. So with the help of protractor, you put your protractor, you draw the complete circle. Here will be the center. So on the center you put your protractor midpoint you put, and that will be the baseline, and you draw 108. On 108 you mark and draw this line, so that will be the angle for food. Then you put your protector on this point, and its baseline will be this one. Okay, the baseline will be this one. Then you mark 126 degree here. So and draw the line with the help of the rulers, you will get 126. Then after that you put your protector on this point, and the baseline, your zero line should be on this line. Okay, and your protector facing this side. Okay, so you will mark 72 degrees, so that will be the for dress. Then you draw a line here. Now you put your protector facing this side, the midpoint on this point, and the baseline, the zero line should be on this line. You can check it, it's the first line should be with 54 degrees. So like this you will draw the pie graph. The second question you will do it by yourself, that will be your homework. Now come to the review exercise. Review exercise is fill in the blanks and MCQs you will do it by yourself, and fill in the blanks is the first is dash Meyer group of information that are normally the result of measurement, observation and experimentation. So what will be the answer? The answer is data. Data means group of information that are normally the result of measurement, observation and experiments. Okay, so the first blank, what will come? Data. Second is each dash represent all the values of a group. Each interval means the lower limit and upper limit, that each interval represent all value of a group. So in second blank, what will come? Interval. Third is A data is collected in dash form and it provides us information about individuals in raw form. Okay, it's not arranged. We arrange it. After that, first we calculate in raw form. Okay, so raw is come in this blank. Fourth is the method which is used to record the result is called telling. Is called telling. The tally mark which we draw the straight lines. Okay, so telling. The greatest value of a class interval is called the greatest value. You know that you have two values in the interval, lower limits. The greatest value is the upper limit. It is called upper limit. In fifth, what will come? Upper class limit. Upper class limit. That will be upper class limit. Next is the number of values in class interval is called its frequency. How many numbers lying in the given interval? That is called frequency. The representation of a numerical data in the form of disjoint sector of a circle is called pie graph, which we done now. So these are fill in the blanks, and MCQs you will do it by yourself. You have given in pie graph the central angle measure is of how much degree. You have given this, so it will be 360 degree. You know that the pie graph is of total 360 degree. In class interval 12 to 53, the upper class limit is 53. You know that when you have class interval, so the first one value is the lower limit, the second one value is upper limit. So upper class is 53 in 1253. In the class interval 7-15, the lower class limit will be 7. The lower class limit will be 7. In a group data, greatest value 21, lowest value 3, and number of interval is equal to 3, then the size of the class will be what? The size of the class will be 6. So I already discussed. I hope now you can easily do. So this is the last topic. So homework is 13.2, question number 2, and review exercise the 13 chapter, question number 3 means MCQs. So best of luck. This is the end of your final term. Your syllabus is complete, Alhamdulillah. Now you practice these questions which we study in the final term. Try to do it again and again, especially chapter number 8, because you will use it in next class also. So the formulas and the methods which we use in chapter number 8, that is very, very important. So do practice again and again. If any difficulty, any question, you can ask in Zoom meeting class. Take care. Allah Hafiz.